Hi, buddy. Hello, Jesus. Hello, darling. Hello. Hello. Hey, Benjo, Ben. Hey, Benjo. You look so good, mate. All nice and trimmed, huh? Look at you. Look at you. Hi, Abra. Hello. Come on. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Nope. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Nope. Good girl. Good girl. Free. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Come on. Hey, 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 none of that, little alligator. Abra, Abra, Abra. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, darling. Good girl. Good girl. Abra. Abra. Good girl. Well done. Good job. Good girl. Come on. Oh. Those snapping teeth are right next to your crown jewel. Good girl, well done. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Nope. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Free. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Hi. Hi, good girl. 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 Sit. Good girl. Well done. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, darling. He's not your dad. You may look similar. Sorry, as he went past you. All mouth going to that fluffy bit on his tail.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. How many puppies have this morning? Okay. See how getting up the tree?
No, I didn't.
Oh, hi, darling. Hi, darling. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. I tried to get her excited silently before she got mobbed by the rest of them. She likes to get into a little bit of a play. How heavy are you, mate? Oh, how heavy are you, boy? Look at him. Love me. Love me, Roscoe. So lovable.
Poor Fredo. Look at him. He's getting kicked by Roscoe and mate. Because I just want a peaceful spot in the shade.
Do you, mate? You want a peaceful spot for your big fella? Yeah, all right, mate. Yeah.
He's very quiet.
That's good. Took a little bit to settle down this morning.
Did she? But like first thing.
Yeah. Came straight out and everywhere. Everyone came out really excited, and I had her off lead. That was a mistake. She just was going for everyone, and so I was like, no, and then everyone just like went and peeled off to the side, like, what's going on here? And then I got her, put her on lead, and then everyone came back. Okay.
They're all like, good morning.
Yeah.
And then it's, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
They're
my
like,
goodness.
I'm not ready for this. The sun's
Yeah.
nice.
I haven't had my coffee yet.
Exactly. Like, I don't want none of this. But she was just like any dog that came past. Yeah. But then once she got on lead, she still tried to do it a few times, a couple of quick nose, sits, and then she kind of just stopped it after about 10 minutes. And I think yesterday afternoon after lunch it was probably about 15 minutes worth of it. So hopefully each day that session gets smaller and smaller and smaller until she can just start doing this. Because once she gets into that mode, she's all right. But as soon as the tempo picks up, that's when she starts to get a little bit funny. So we just got to build it up slowly. Roscoe, we need those, mate. Don't take the lead on Lily there. Look at her.
Lily just babysits it.
We need these, buddy. How excited everyone's getting.
He picked up one of the pieces. I don't think that Abra's ready for
Definitely not.
lure crossing anytime soon.
No, Diesel's not ready either. He's
No,
already.
he's already like, look at him.
Yeah. There's a scar. No scar. She been these socks?
I'm sure she has.
She's gone now. She has to have. Where's your scar? Where's your scar? Ooh. Yeah, that's you. Steady, Abra. Don't be shy. Banjo looks good with his bandana, doesn't he? Roscoe is picking on Fredo a bit this morning.
Hello, Joey. Good girl. Rosie, she's
Punch me in the eye.
got that pointy nose.
Yeah. Rosie, your bullhead, what you doing? She probably was like looking at Chance and then quickly flinched. Hey? Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Hello, mate. Hello, mate. Good boy. Shadow can have a bit of a wishy face snuggle. She likes it. You're right.
Okay.
Look.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Hello, mate. You're causing trouble again, mate. Hey? Causing trouble again? These teenagers, huh? Oh, oh you smell so good, though. Oh, Roscoe's been waiting for the opportunity to get you, mate. Hello, Lily. You coming in for something?
Oh, hi. Oh, hi, little dear. Hello. Hello, little dear. Hi. Yeah.
Oh. Guess who Lily told off this morning?
Hey.
Fredo.
Lil.
She's getting some big boots on, aren't you, darling? Hey?
Good job, Dale. You tell him. You can be a bit cheeky
He
sometimes.
gets out of line sometimes, doesn't he?
The big bear. Oof, 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 oof.
Fredo's the definition of old dog, young at heart. Oof. Oof. Uh-oh, Mr. Roscoe. Uh-oh, Mr. Roscoe. Look at that mouth.
Chance is gonna just park it on him.
Yeah, look at that.
Hello, bud. Hello, buddy.
You just sit here. Are you sitting on his arm? Yeah, he is. Come on, Chancey boy, up you get, mate. He's like, nah, got him. Got him in an arm bar. I don't know what it is. She doesn't pull away from it. She absorbs all of it.
Yeah.
The more squishy you go, the more she loves it.
Yeah.
So some dogs you can see though, I don't like that. You know, they just like give you their shoulder or back to scratch or something. Like, okay. But Shadow just wants the intense, I love you moments, you know?
Yeah.
Oh. boy. Hello, mate. Okay. It's my turn to love on Shadow. My turn. So Shadow's just meditating at the moment.
This is Shadow these days, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
She just is living such a relaxed life.
But remember when she started living the farm life? Like when she came out of rehab and started just hanging out, she would often, you'd find her on the driveway on her back in the sun. Just like she was on some resort somewhere. It makes you wonder what kind of freedom did she have before, if any, Doesn't seem like there would have been many freedoms for her. She's still the first one to disappear as soon as someone's in trouble. So if one of the cheeky dogs are getting a bit overzealous and I say no, whether it's to her or anyone else, she's one of the first to just stop whatever she's doing and sit there perfectly like,
I'm a good girl.
Yeah. And then if I'm walking towards a dog and she's not in that direction, she kind of goes, not me.
That's right. I'm a good girl.
Yeah.
You're a good girl. And you. Yes, you are. But she's just so, like, look at her face. She's so relaxed. Aren't you, darling? So happy.
She's super excitable too. She likes to get revved up with the rest of them.
With a little bark.
Oh, look at you.
You got a stick.
Look at you. What you got? What you got? What you got? Yeah. Gonna play that with Miss Violet? She likes to play sticks.
Whoa. You're taking on big boy Roscoe?
That is not wise. Nope. We'll investigate, mate. Investigate what's going on here. Mate?
Roscoe didn't take it seriously.
What's going on?
His tail didn't stop wagging. So for a dog like Abra,
Yeah.
or for Abra,
Yeah.
like she had a pretty long, intense day yesterday of training, and testing and obviously like her training continues. However, there is a lot of this now where it's just these opportunities of learning. Is that?
Yeah, so this is part of the socialisation. The training yesterday is the obedience, like the basic foundation of the obedience training, just to teach the language and start to develop the skills to attack some of the more difficult or challenging scenarios coming on in the future. But this is just to desensitise her to all these other dogs. So she was very nervous around the other dogs when she first got here. She was quite scared, she was quite reactive. So this is just desensitising her, getting some socialisation, hopefully having some interactions with the other dogs that aren't all negative. At the moment she's just around, like she's just here, but she hasn't started playing with any of them yet. I think the first attempt at play was probably just there with the stick, and then she had a little hissy. Did you get that on camera? The thing with the stick?
I was rolling, so. might have seen her face, but it was...
Shadow's just lazing in an armchair here. Hello, Mr. Tank. Hello, Mr. Tanky boy. Put the GoPro on Tank this morning, didn't we? Rover, no digger, mate. You were a star. Put it on Tank and on Hope.
Oh, how did Hope go?
Yeah, really well.
Oh, that's cool. It's a new thing for her.
Yeah.
So all of this for everyone at home is like extra footage on the doggies' own individual channels.
Yeah, to go on their own channels, yeah. Yeah, so we had a GoPro strapped to their backs while they're running around in the playground, swimming in the dam.
That's at like 7 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. And we did have our cameraman here, but he had some car issues, so he's gone, finished early. We also put it on Chopper for his point of view when he's in the dam chasing the ball, swimming around the ball.
The big orange ball, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Tank was probably the hardest one to keep it on though. I think about 3 times in a row he ran to chase. That's really sore, mate. Thank you, buddy. He ran to chase the ball and just like does a big dive and roll straight over the GoPro.
He does that often, doesn't he, the roll?
Yeah. And there was a good one of Hope this morning. She got the frisbee and then ran around in front of everyone with it.
Yeah, awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
He definitely looks like he's gonna come in, doesn't he? Like... Maybe this like simulates like, you know, like a herd of sheep, because he gets real intense when they get like this.
Yeah. He looks like a straggler. It's you, Penny.
Penny. Penny's asleep.
Get the herd moving, he says. Oh, Mr. Bean, that feels good, mate. That feels good right there. Is that your spot? Yeah, this side. Oh yeah, that's your spot. Hello, Matilda.
Don't take on Joey.
She whipped your ass. Here come her teeth.
She really seems to like take on the wrong ones. Like,
maybe she's not mucking around with any of this pecking order.
yeah, she's gone straight to the top.
Stop. You come and put a cut on me. You come and put a cut on Mr. Chopper. Oh, Mr. Chopper boy.
Miss Red and Maggie are not here.
Nope.
They're both at the vet.
At the vet. They went in to just get a Miss Red to check out a flare up on her skin, and it was just a normal booking, but they're low on vets and she was in surgery, so instead of doing a normal consult, we just left them there and then we'll pick them up later when she gets out of surgery and has a look at them. And Maggie was just to do a follow-up check after her surgery, make sure that the wounds are healing nicely and so on and so forth. And Chancy Boy went in this morning and had his first allergy injection, so it's a monthly injection to try to get some of the pink skin under control. And Miss Red also, because she's a bit of a she's having a bit of a flare up at the moment, and with her history with puppy strangles, We thought we'd just get them to give her a once over as well, see what their thoughts are. But she was quite irritated the last 2 days, wasn't she? Red paws and scratching and licking
and it very well can just be the allergy, like the
yeah, it can be the season.
This season that's given her a flare up, but because that was a symptom of the puppy strangles when she was a puppy and she went downhill. Obviously, we got to just make sure that it's got no. It's not of concern. So Diesel is definitely like a lot more interactive with a pack, but in his way of being interactive, which is that it's like he sees the dogs like their livestock. Their livestock.
Yeah. Doing his thing.
And we've got Abra out the back here.
Banjo, leave that, mate.
Oh, I'm not doing anything here. Yeah.
Put it in the basket.
Okay.
Hello. Stay there. No need to jump. Just relax. Just relax.
Those backwards.
Relax. Relax. What do you think about it? Yeah, good girl. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Oh yeah, good girl. Good girl. Nice. Hello, mate. Hello, mate. Hello. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Oh. Right. Yeah. Just reading him a bedtime story. What do you think? It's Freddo, it's right there. He's Freddo. Yeah. Oh, you want some, Freddo? You want some?
Be careful of Freddo's back legs.
Yep, got it. Oh, good job. Oh, good job.
Just be careful.
Good job. Here's that. This could be
thought that you could just talk through maybe just generally some of the expectations of like Abra's performance, you know, in these very early stages, as in literally the first few days, the first week, compared to even that first day that she came to the farm, you know, when it was an assessment. From experience, whenever a dog comes to the farm, that first video, we do often show the worst of their behaviours, how it works.
How it works and that natural progression of...
So the first time they come to the farm, like for instance Abra, when she came for shelter dog day.
It's an assessment. We're literally
observing.
We're not correcting any behaviour. We are just watching and assessing what's going on. Sometimes they don't even get as far as what Abra did. Sometimes we'll assess them and we'll see that there is very serious intent to cause damage to other dogs, and so they won't get into that group walk. You know?
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, we can't bring them in here.
Yeah, like Winks was one that...
We can get to a decision of, oh yeah, this is not suitable for this dog, well before any of that happens. She just fits into a category of the fact that she's so young and she has that real intent to want to bite. So she was relatively easy to control, as in she's not a big strong dog yet, so you could have her on lead, and she was snapping and everything at other dogs, but you're not turning it into like a big wrestle on lead, that type thing, you know. So yeah, it looks bad because it is bad. It's a bad behaviour. It's quite a strong behaviour, but given the fact that she's so young
and she's little, like you can manage her.
You can hold with one arm on the lead and it's not an issue. So it's not that hard to push her into difficult scenarios and control her. The other side of the fact is she is so young. So I know that these behaviours can't be set in stone at this stage. These are behaviours that are instinctual, that she is sitting there testing out, using, playing with, you know, so that she's still got a long way to go as far as her development, her growth, her personality traits, all those kind of things. So it's very easy to eliminate behaviours at this early stage. Now, understanding the rules is one thing, and then getting over something that is in her blood to do is another thing. And we do talk about this we have in a lot of previous videos where, like Tilly for example, she's a healer. She's bred to nip heels of other animals, and that's what she wants to do all the time, and we had to train her a lot back in the day when she used to try to do it to dogs, but now she's transferred that energy to the tyres of the quad bike and the motorbikes and that kind of thing. So that's where we give her that release and let her have that little bit of satisfaction of doing what she instinctively wants to do. And so that's what, Sam, you're talking about before, with, you know, if that's something that she's going to require personally, then we look at that later down the track. So we are definitely focusing on controlling it and redirecting that energy rather than completely eliminating it, and that's where you can use tug-of-war toys and games in other ways to satisfy that desire and that urge. But yeah, it is usually a way of the first couple of training sessions, you do seem to get a large level of progress. You see a large leap forward, but in no way are you out of the woods at that stage. All you're doing is seeing a response from the dogs, which is positive. But from that moment forward, you're not allowing any of the bad behavior anymore. As soon as you've got that relationship of, here's the line, you crossed it, or keep going, you're on the right side of the line, you know, and you're guiding them that way, the behavior starts to eliminate very, very quickly, but it's not completely gone. there's still a lot of work involved in making sure the behaviour doesn't come out at all, and that's a big step. So this morning it took 10 minutes of walking around on lead in the group for her to stop biting the other dogs. That's 10 minutes that we'll keep working on each day to get down to nothing, so she stops doing it. But that's probably going to take a couple of weeks. But the difference there is each day it's going to get less and less. So as in it'll be less and less work for me. It might only be 8 minutes tomorrow, it might be 5 minutes, might be 6 minutes next day, might be 3 minutes the next day. And so it keeps going down until there's no more of it. But that doesn't go away overnight. That will take a long time. She's just starting to understand the rules. So yes, you see some instant improvement and you make some ground very quickly, but the problem doesn't go away very quickly. It'll stick around for a little while.
And obviously, it's not it's not a chance problem,
Yeah, so that would be a different story, wouldn't it?
Imagine if she was...
That's why Chance couldn't go into the social scenario for a very long time. Because she's just reaching out and nipping, and that's it. Like, she's not intending to really significantly harm the other dog, whereas Chance had, he was out for blood. So the concerning part about it is the fact that her bloodline comes from protection dogs. That's what they're bred and trained to do. So of course she's going to show those traits. And without going down that formal professional training to then hand over these dogs as protection dogs, she's just going to be a loose cannon with that instinct. So she really needs to, if ever, have the real, most strict of owners as far as this behaviour is concerned.
She's so close to you, you're literally tripping over her.
I know.
Lily.
Oh, you got too close, Lily. I got it, Lily. Oh, Lily. Oh, Lily. Oh, Lily.
So, I'll just ask another question while we're walking.
Yeah.
I think another pressing question, and everyone's kind of commented on it very politely,
Oh, yeah.
they've kind of said, oh, totally trust Luke, was really surprised, that Abra came into the house, so quickly, got introduced to the children and even Kitty Rose.
Yeah.
So, but it is a good question, or observation.
Yeah.
You know, it's surprising that
So the key period for any dog to expose them to an environment where you do not want to
look at those two.
have them develop any anxieties or fears or nervousness around anything is between 8 and 16 weeks. So she's right on 16 weeks. So she's right at that end of that window to expose them to something and them to just take it, absorb it, and assess whether it's a threat or not, rather than after this point they can be exposed to something and just be fearful of it without going through that process of assessment. So the reason why she came in so quickly is because I was hoping that we still had a little bit of that window left. And she is so young, so that's what you want to do. You want to expose her to the dogs, you want to expose her to the kids, you want to expose her to the cat, and just let her absorb all that and go, oh yeah, there's no threat here, there's no need to be fearful of them, reactive to them, that kind of thing. The benefit of her being so young is the only reason why she's in the house and saw the kids and saw the cat. If any of those interactions were a negative one, then, you know, we would act accordingly.
Children.
Of course, she drew blood on me like 3 times the first day I met her. So, of course, that's going to happen with the kids. If you allow that behaviour around the kids.
Yes,
yeah.
Which you're not going to allow.
I was very strict with how close I let her get. But I'm assessing her body language, what's she doing, and all she wanted to do was play with the kids.
Yeah.
You know, so it was a positive thing for her. But the only reason she got there was because of how young she was. She's still so impressionable. She's that young. If I were to treat her like an adult dog and, you know, put her in a rehab program and not expose her to any of that, you know, she is not going to get some of those vital things that she requires. That's why the puppy program, if everyone can remember, the whole idea of having those puppies here so young was to expose them to this group of dogs, to the kids, to a social environment, so that when they go to their next home, it doesn't matter how intense it is, this has been more intense here. So they're going to handle it very, very easily. That's the whole idea. So for her, I wanted to get her into the pack as quick as I could. I wanted to really get her exposed to the kids. We were pretty controlled in what we were letting her see, what we were letting her get involved in, but she's still very jumpy, she's still mouthy. Although she won't cause a lot of damage to the kids, she's still going to open them up and make them bleed, and she's still going to turn the kids away from, oh, I don't like that dog hurts. You know, she's still at that level. Because
we're big protectors of the kids in terms of their love for dogs.
Yeah.
Because they can't live here with being fearful of dogs.
No, exactly right. So if we allow her to just play with the kids the way she is now, they will all turn off her. They will all be like, I don't like that dog, it hurts, look at my arms, and all scratched up and bleeding and all the rest of it. Whether it be from her teeth or from her claws, from jumping up, you know, all of these behaviours need to be fixed. But the only reason why she got there so quick is because of how young she is, how impressionable she is. If she was a 1-year-old dog, there's no way that I would have even attempted that meeting yesterday. It's just because I know that window is completely closed. You know, that she's right at the end of that exposure period, that peak exposure period that you want to get them exposed to everything. So, you know, when I used to teach this in the city, I used to say, as soon as your dogs have had that vaccination, get them out, go to busy bus stops, go to cafes, go to all these hustle and bustle places where there are big loud noises, mowers, motorbikes, buses, trucks, kids screaming. You want them to experience all that in that exposure window of 8 to 16 weeks, and them to just take it with a grain of salt, because everything they're doing, you're experiencing the same thing, but it's up to you to show them you're not scared, you're just, this is normal life, and they just feed off your energy and go, okay, well, let's go. After that, they may make the decision up for themselves without feeding off your energy, and then it's harder to get them through that if they haven't had that exposure at that point. But whatever your life is, whether it be horses, whether it be the city life, whether it be motorbikes, whether it be, doesn't matter. That window of opportunity is where you show them every aspect of your life and show them that there's nothing to be fearful of, and you usually don't end up with any issues. So she's right there. The window's closing for her at her age, but she's right at that end. So the cat definitely, I wouldn't say that she'd seen a cat before, and she was a bit nervous of the cat to start with. The cat really flashed up hard for her, didn't she? And she didn't know how to handle it, but she was sitting there last night on the mat in front of the couch and decided that she wanted to get up and start barking at the cat, and quick little no, get her to settle down, and she sort of went, okay, I'm not allowed to do that. Righto, what's next? That's the kind of interaction that you want. So she all of a sudden gets a bit of confidence, wants to engage in the cat in a way that we don't allow. So then she realised, okay, I'm not allowed to do that. So they do respond very quickly when they're so young and impressionable. When the dogs are older, they're fully mature, they're fully developed, they've got all these behaviours part of their personality, then that's where it becomes a long rehab program to get them to unlearn what they've already learned and to change their perception and behaviour based on changing their personality. Now for her, she's still very malleable. We can mould her into whichever rules and regulations and type of dog we want, based on the fact that everything she's doing, she's at the learning stage. So she hasn't solidified, this is what personality I am, this is what behaviours I do, all of these things she's still discovering. So that's what's working in her favour at the moment. And I think that's why Dee was so keen to get her out here, based on the fact that she's showing those behaviours, but she's still so young, so she's in a good stead to get a complete and wholesome training package out of it and be very, very well balanced at the end of all this. So yeah, good pickup. Whoever made those comments, you said there was a few?
There was a few, yeah.
Yeah, so the only difference there is how young she is versus how old the dogs have been previously that have come here with those issues.
Yep.
Hey mate. Hey mate. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, hi. She'll be pretty good on the lure if we teach her to go for that lure. She's a bit too clumsy at the moment, huh?
Yeah. Tank and Chopper used to be
Yeah.
super duper clumsy.
Yeah, they're starting to get a bit more coordinated.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the dock jumping for the lure. Are you missing your sister?
Yeah.
I feel like she is.
Yeah.
She's not got the bounce in a step that she,
Yeah. But I also feel like maybe Miss Red is a little bit of an instigator. And so Miss Violet's just always up for it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time, Miss Red's the one that's egging Miss Violet on.
It's true. Thanks for waiting for us, Shadow. Shadow always waits. Don't you? Beautiful girl. Yes. Oh, be careful. Oh, she's in. doesn't seem that concerned.
She missed the rat. What happened, darling? What happened? Down this way. Down this way.
You might have to carry her, do you think?
Come on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good girl. Come on. You got it. Good girl. Good girl. Well done. Good job. Oh, we got the front two legs going, didn't we? Hey, that was pretty good.
Look at that.
We go again. You ready? We gotcha. There you go. There you go. There we go. There we go. Come on. That's it. That's it. Here, this is where you go. Over here. Over here. Good girl. Good girl. That's it. Good girl, well done. That's it, good job. Good job. Good girl. Good girl. Good job. Good job. Good girl. That's it, good girl. That's it. Oops, you're gonna... Oh, there you go. Good girl, darling. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Hi. 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 Good job. Good job. What do you think? Huh? What do you think? Good job. Yeah. Well done. Well done. Huh? You want to go again? You. You? What do you think, mate? Not so bad, is it?
It's nice on a hot day.
Quite refreshing, eh? Yeah, good job.
Miss Violet will show you how it's done. We've got lots of doggies to show you how it's done.
Miss Violet wasn't the best swimmer to start with.
Now look at her. This is amazing.
Now she's a fish. So you go for another swim? You look like you can. Let's do it. Good girl. There you go. There you go. Good job. Well done. Oh, good girl. Good girl. See, new experience like this at this age. Just takes it with a grain of salt. Don't you? Oh. Up those claws. Hello. Hey. Hello. Good girl. Hey, you're doing so well. You're doing so well, aren't you? Yeah, good girl. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Good job. Shall we do it again? Oh, yep, that's the edge. Shall we do it again? Come on. Silly. You're right. That's it. Here we go. Here we go. Over this way. Over this way. That's it. That's it. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. Well done. Good job. Good job. Oh yeah. Well done. Well done. Good girl.
Even Cutie Pie can swim.
Yeah.
That little bread loaf.
Yeah. You wouldn't think so. But she was in the water from a young age too, wasn't she?
Yep.
Good girl, Cutie Pie.
Cutie. You show her.
See, look. Look. Hello, Cutie. Hello, Cutie.
You clever little puggy. She loves to show the newcomers, you know.
Check out my trip.
She saves
what
it
I
for
can
these
do.
occasions.
I know she does, doesn't she?
Good girl, Cutie Pie.
Okay, you ready, darling? All right. Here we go. Sorry, Cutie Pie, you're going to lose your stand. This way. This way.
I'll see about that.
This way. Good girl. Well done. Good job, Cutie. Look at that. That was a perfect left-hand turn.
I know.
Straight up the runway.
Good girl, Cutie.
Knows exactly how. Good girl, Cutie Pie.
She's just doing a perfect demonstration.
You don't swim to the ramp, you swim next to the ramp and turn up the ramp. She couldn't have done a better demo. Get to this point, left hand wheel. Straight up the middle. Good job, Cutie Pie. Demo, rest. She's pretty trusting.
She definitely, seems very apparent, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's good. That'll work in her favour. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. Except that's not the exit. That's not the exit there, darling. That'll get you in trouble going that way. We need to go this way. Over to the ramp. Over to the ramp. Good girl. Oh!
What was that?
I noticed she does it this morning on the tap, the water tap. She attacks the water, and she just splashed the water and then went at the water. Back to the ramp here. It's been a pretty good first swim. Pretty good first swim, darling. Okay. I'd say that's a success.
Wait till you see them fly off the dock.
Yeah. Yeah, if we can get her good in the water when she's fully coordinated and strong, she'll be able to fly off that dock. Like similar to what Luna used to do, you know?
Yeah.
Righto, darling, I'll show you the way out. Come on, come here.
Oh, goodness. Oh.
Let's try that one again. Here we go, up here. Good girl. Good girl. That's that puppy uncoordination. Good girl. Yeah, well done. Good job. Good job. You did it. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. That was good. Good girl. Good girl. Correct. Spider web. Spider web. Spider web. Gone. It's gone.
They jumpy too.
Right.
Hello! That's one and part together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you okay, darling?
No, as soon as he didn't see, she scared me with a bark.
I don't think she could bite you through the thing, could
The only
she?
one that could was Nevaeh. She could get you when you're on your knees.
Ah.
You can feel it, but Nevaeh could actually just.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
she couldn't me because I could put my weight on it, you know.
Oh, be careful, buddy. Hang on, hang on,
What
hang on.
happens if it falls? Wait. Mommy, I'm going to the top.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. 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 How did that happen? See, so Marjorie, uh-oh, Roscoe's in. Roscoe's in on the action. I'm going to come and bite here. Oh, he's got me. Ah, Roscoe. Okay, time to get Wolf. Oh, he wants to get up.
Can you get back on with me?
Okay. Roscoe's asserting his mind control.
Dad,
Good job, bud.
I can't hold it. Dad, put your hands
I can't, I'm holding a doggy. We're on a seesaw. Oh,
Get him.
whew.
Daddy,
There you go, mate.
get back on the seesaw.
My legs are burning now.
Dad, can you please get it back on? Let's go.
Seesaw, Marjorie door, open the door with a floor. What? What did she say?
Oh, goodness.
Sorry, mate.
Oh, that doesn't sound good, does it?
Let's do Friday Friday. Can we? Let's do Friday Friday. Let's do Friday Friday. Let's do Friday Friday.
Here she goes. Who are you going to go for, me or Roscoe? Oh, me? Looks like me. Who are you going for? Me or Roscoe? Where's her mindset at? Who are you going for? Hey, you backing me up?
I think it's Roscoe.
He's like a tiger. Yeah. Look at this. Okay, hold on, I'm just letting Rocco know who's boss. But I just told him, I whispered in his ear that Cutie Pie was the boss.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Well?
Yeah.
So cute. She's like, uh-huh.
Can we have a quick time again?
Oh, please be careful. Don't hurt.
Can you just pick up the front and go up there for him?
Let's not fall off the seesaw, please.
Can it be me and Dad soon?
You attack everything.
I want to be your daddy.
Attack everything, don't you?
Dad, can I be your daddy? I want it to be my turn.
Your quads are really burning out, girls.